Hi, my name is Jeanetta Gonzales, and I'm an illustrator and surface pattern designer. And you're tuned into Rolling Out Design and Dialogue.
What is going on, everybody? Back again here for Rolling Out Design and Dialogue. Your host, Malik Brown. And you know when I say design and dialogue, we have an amazing, talented designer in the building. And today we're with no other than Miss Jeanetta Gonzales, illustrator, surface textile designer. Ms. Gonzales, how are you doing today?
Hi, good. Thanks for having me.
Good. Well, thank you for making the time out. Talk to us about everything we have going on. Of course, you were being highlighted at Target for Black History Month. So we definitely want to say congratulations, first of all, and thank you for all the work that you do.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
Always, always. So, just starting out, I just need to know, just have to know, how did you get started as a service designer, as an illustrator? How did all of that come together all in one for you?
Oh, wow. Well, it was a long journey. I'll definitely get to the cliff notes. I did go to school for fine art at UCLA, and ended up going to school after a few years after a bad bunch of silly jobs that didn't really get me anywhere. I was like, I want to be a designer. So I ended up going to design school for graphic design, and I went back for just a couple of years to got my training, and then hit the ground running as a graphic designer and I've been working for 23 years as a creative professional. So it's been a long journey, and a lot of twists and turns. But throughout that the graphic design part, I was kind of looking for other things that were creative to do, and so I found pattern design. Along the way, I started doing that. I got a job as a textile designer briefly, and I worked in advertising. I've done a lot of different things, toys, packaging, consumer products, all the things. And then and I was able to use my pattern design that I learned on the side and taking a class somewhere in all my jobs. So it was really kind of fun. I was a Barbie packaging designer for a little while, and I got to use my patterns and all my art and illustrations there too. So I've always kind of been doing it in some degree. And then around 2012 or so, I was invited with a group of women to exhibit at a art licensing trade show in New York. And that is kind of how everything started shifting. That is where it's a marketplace where artists can go and show their art portfolios and talk to manufacturers about licensing deals and getting their art on their products. And I started licensing my art since then, and it's kind of grown and grown over time, where I design now for product, and I do textile designs like I did for Target. I'll do illustrations, lettering, word art, all different kinds of things, puzzles, accessories, you name it, like household like items and different things. So I'll design the actual patterns or the artwork that goes on there. And I also do publications too. So I've illustrated a children's book, been in magazines. I've illustrated for the New York Times and the LA Times. So anything that's like I can draw and make pretty art and patterns and things on it. It's really so exciting for me. So yeah, I kind of shifted, and so now I do mostly that, and I don't really do the graphic design anymore.
So you've had so many different hats to
yeah.
And I mean, I guess as a designer, I guess being versatile, being able to do different things, it helps you in the long run. I mean, what is the power of being versatile, having those different hats as a designer?
Oh, absolutely. It's everything. I'm able to start from concept to final because I've had so much training that I can see that I've done this a million times. So I'm like, okay, I know how to approach this project. I know the right questions to ask. I know how to get myself unstuck. I know how to, take myself through the whole journey and even do the production files and get everything ready for the factory and all of that. So so I can concept and see like where I want to go with it, and then take myself through the whole thing. So it's great to have all the skills, because especially what I do, you have to do that. Like, and you have to be able to think it out and do all the critical thinking and all the design concepts, and then be able to get the file to the client in the right way.
And speaking on critical thinking, of course, what does your creative process look like? Does it look the same when you were a graphic designer to now you're surface textile doing all these other things? What does the creative process look like for you? Are you getting motivated by looking at something? Is it something that just comes to your mind? What does that process look like?
It's different every job, because every project, because you never know what might be the thing that inspires me, right? So I might be something in their brief that they might show me an image and I'm like, I got it. And it just pops in my head, and I'm like, I see the solution. Or sometimes I just have to work it out, I'll be on the computer, or I'll have to go on Pinterest and just look at different things and generate a bunch of ideas. And then I work through those ideas. So it's always a different process. Sometimes I just see it, and sometimes I don't. So
Are there any designers that you may have looked up to when you first started, some that you may look up to now, that you just love to look at their work, and why those people?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I first started, it was many moons ago. So there weren't a lot of people doing surface design and textiles that were, like they are now, I would say. And also because the internet wasn't even a thing when I was starting. It was so new. So it was hard to find, the information back in the day. But there's some definitely more classic folks that I have always gravitated to, even as a graphic designer. So Vera Newman is like a very well-known textile designer and artist from the 50s and beyond. And she, even before that, and she did so much, and she was pretty much a pioneer, and she had her own style, and she put on textiles, she put on everything. And even her scarves today and her textiles are really coveted. And her art style is something I feel like it feels like me when I look at it. It's very energetic and colorful and gestural and fun, and it's still modern, even it still holds up. And I have like her books and I have her things. So I would say she's somebody that I definitely looked at in the early days, and I still look to her work because it's still relevant. And I have some of her scarves and her patterns on things. So I would say she's somebody I definitely was really attracted to, in her work and her career. Her career is really impressive. And even currently, there's people like Justina Blakely, who's in Target as well. I love her and know her, and I wrote for her blog years ago, and she's so lovely and talented, and her style is just so authentic, and it's on home decor all over the store, so you can find it. I just absolutely love what she's doing.
Going along, with Target, being highlighted. What does it mean to you, for you to be highlighted for Black History Month as a designer at Target?
Oh yeah, it means a lot. It is an absolute dream client of mine that I had, and I was beyond thrilled to be able to work with them. And they're just professionals. Let me tell you, it's like it was just something else. Like, just to even see the project that came through and the brief, and how they understood me and what I do and my strengths, and it's always such a just gold, man. When you get like a project like this and you look at it, you're like, I cannot wait to work on this. This is just exactly what I do. Exactly, like everything. It's just good. It was so much fun. So beginning to end, it just went so smoothly, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I feel really honored to be a part of this. It is a really special collection this year, and all Black design, and it's just, and especially going to the store, I had no idea they had a poster in the store with our faces on it. I did not know. You should have seen my face. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I have it on my Instagram. I went to the store and I did a live, and I was, I gotta go the night before it comes out. I gotta see all this stuff before it gets picked over, right? And I was kind of walking everybody through it, and I was with my boyfriend. He's like, there you are. I was like, yeah. So, I mean, it blew my mind. It is nothing. It'll always be weird to go into a store and see your face. Honestly, I will never like ever find that to be, like, oh yeah, I'm at the store. No, I was shocked. I was beyond shocked to see that. And then it's been so fun. I have friends and family and people I don't even know taking selfies with my face in the store. And they send me pictures. I get them every week. And I've been collecting them and putting them in a folder. I'm going to do like a post or something because it's just hilarious. This is everyone's like, I'm with Jeanetta, I'm in the store with Jeanetta. So, but it's so much fun to see people from all over the country who are taking pictures with me in the store and buying my products and appreciating it and loving the designs. And it's just been unbelievable. Like, I don't even have words for it, so it's been great.
Look, the next time I go into Target, I'm gonna make sure I get my selfie,
All right.
a little thing.
Yeah, I don't know who started doing that, but I don't know. People just went like, I see you in the store, Jeanetta, I see you. And it's just been such a celebration. It's been really fun.
Definitely. I know, like, of course, you're speaking about your excitement for it, and of course your friends and everybody else, but what do you think it does for that young kid, that's looking to be an aspiring designer? They see you and they see all the other Black faces representing Target for Black. What do you think it does for that kid?
Oh, I hope that it inspires them. I hope that they see that they can be in the store one day and their face can be on display as well, and their work. I really do. I hope that it inspires them to be their creative selves and authentically themselves and pursue the things that they want to do, because that's all I can hope for. That's all I can hope for.
What does design mean to you when you hear design now? What does it mean to you? I mean, of course, design is a part of everything. I mean, this is a part of design. Your background design, your earrings design. What does it mean to you?
Good question. No one's ever asked me that before. Oh, that's a good one. For me, design it's kind of a way of life. It really is. It's how you and it's also what you make of it too, because I think we consume it differently, right? So if it's how you design your home, it's how you live, it's how you dress, it's how you express yourself creatively, and your aesthetic, especially your aesthetic. So I feel like it is a way of life. It is how you do all those things and how you want and it makes you feel good, right? If your house, it reflects your style and it's all decorated to the nines, or even just feels the corner of your room or whatever, it feels good. It makes you happy. You love looking at it, and it hopefully inspires you too, and motivates you and it just gets you just excited about, your space and your life or your clothes. It makes you feel good. So I love that. I love that question. I think it really is a way of life.
How would you describe your design style?
I think it's it's very colorful, as you can see by my world. These are a lot of my textiles and designs and things. I surround myself in it, so it's and that makes me happy and that makes me inspired. It's textural, it's full of pattern, it's full of life. People tell me it's energetic, it's uplifting, and vibrant, all those things. So I love pattern and color. It's a big part of my world.
Of course, we talked about earlier, that little kid, going into Target, seeing the Black faces and getting inspired. But if you could give some advice to that young person, what would you give to that aspiring designer?
I would say keep creating, keep making, stay curious, like completely curious about everything. Don't listen to what other people are going to say to you, because people are like, oh, yeah, those are people who aren't your people, right? They say those things to you. They really aren't. And they're not creative. They're not, they're not doing what you're doing. So I would say, don't listen to the naysayers. Stay on path, stay creative, stay making your craft, your art, whatever it is, just keep exploring it and keep doing it. And just don't look back, just keep going forward.
Thinking about your career and everything that you've done, what would that perfect design look like? Describing your life, describing your career, what would it look like? Of course, you said you're colorful, vibrant, but how would what's the perfect design look like when you're talking about your career?
Wow. That's a good question. I wasn't ready for you. Let's see. Perfect. When I talk about my career, wow. I would say it would be unexpected. It would be what's it? Oh, gosh, the words are not coming to my head. Definitely unexpected. Definitely there's some spontaneity, spontaneous, go with the flow, kind of free form, free gosh, sorry, this is not the best answer. I gotta work this one out.
Okay, it's okay.
But yeah, it would
Like you
be,
said,
it would be like,
unexpected.
I would say free, unexpected, and free. Yeah, there we go.
Well, look, thank you so much, Ms. Gonzalez, for coming on, speak with us
Oh, thanks.
about design. Of course, like I said, congratulations for being highlighted at Target for Black History Month. And we here are supporting you, rolling out in everything that you do.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Always, before you go, let the people know where they can find you. If you have social media, if you have a website, where they
Oh
can
yeah.
work,
Okay.
things like that.
Sure. I'm at JeanettaGonzales.com. So my name, Gonzales is an S in the end of my last name. And I'm also on Instagram, and my handle is Net Designs. So NETT, like my name, designs with an S, Net Designs.
Definitely. Well, look, everybody, if you're interested in design, if you're interested in circuit design, textile design, make sure you check out Miss Gonzalez, because she is amazing. And we, like I said again, we here rolling out. Thank you and appreciate you and everything that you're doing in the design world.
Thank you so much.
Always. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. This is Rolling Out Design and Dialogue. Your host, Malik Brown, my special guest, Jeanetta Gonzales, and we are out.